Hello everyone, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Ultimate General Civil War, and we're going to be fighting the Battle of Spotsylvania Courthouse, although it's not called that in-game. This was taken from a live stream from a couple of days ago, and we're going to be fighting this battle principally because I'm in the middle of the Overland Campaign. The last battle that I fought was the Battle of the Wilderness. We lost tens of thousands of soldiers, valuable equipment and experience. It was a tough day, but the reason we're going to be fighting this is to make the Battle of Cold Harbor that much easier. At the Wilderness, we inflicted over 20,000 casualties on the Yankees, and they now have somewhere around 125 to 130,000 soldiers left in their manpower pool that they can carry over to the next fight. If we win another battle like that at Spotsylvania, we could knock them down to around maybe 110,000, maybe 105,000, which, if we're able to replenish our losses, mean we'll go into that battle outnumbered just by about 30 or 40,000 men rather than potentially 60 or 70,000 men. So the Battle of Cold Harbor will be much easier if we inflict substantial casualties on the Yankees in this battle. Additionally, beyond just that, the Battle of Washington, assuming we win Cold Harbor, the Battle of Washington will be coming next. And that battle is going to bring, I believe, the entire Union Army manpower pool into play. And again, my understanding with the way this game works is that manpower pools carry over from campaign to campaign. So if we leave them at 120,000, we win Cold Harbor. Let's say they're at 100,000, and then they get the reinforcement tick, because they do get a substantial reinforcement between every campaign. You know, we might be going into Washington facing 160 or 170,000 men, and we're going to have to be on the offensive, and the enemy is going to have double or triple our numbers, and we'll be attacking forts. So that's not really palpable to me. That's not something I want to consider doing. So with that being said, we are going to fight the Battle of Spotsylvania, and we're going to hope that we can do substantial damage to the enemy while receiving limited damage against ourselves. As I said, this was taken from a live stream over on Twitch. If you want to follow me on Twitch, the link will be in the description. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and step out, jump back into the live stream, and from now on, you're going to hear me as I was playing during the live stream of Ultimate General Civil War. This is part, 50 or so? I believe this is part 50 of my series of Ultimate General Civil War as the Confederates. So, with that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Kind of the same. Actually, Butler. We have artillery units. Actually, just one thing between the last video and this video, I went ahead and replaced the first batteries with howitzers, and I replaced which one? In the second corps, Race's battery had 16 Napoleons, which I replaced with Tredigers, which are another sort of limited production, exceptional characteristic weapon. Just in the interest of trying to make our artillery pack a little bit more of a punch. These don't have the same damage that the Napoleon does, but they do have superior accuracy. So we'll see how this all works out. But long story short, we're going to bring the Second Corps into battle, and we're going to try and win the Battle of Spotsylvania at a discount. Hopefully we can win it without losing too many men. We get another 12,000, almost 13,000 reinforcements from this fight, but if we lose, we'll be fired. So we'll see how this goes. All right, after the bloody Battle of the Wilderness, the Federal Army disengaged and moved south. All available Confederate forces in Virginia had begun fortifying the critical crossroads of Spotsylvania Courthouse in order to halt the Yankee advance further south toward the capital. At dawn on May 8th, the Federal Fifth Corps is moving against our defenses on the left flank. It seems that the Federals have planned to break through our lines at Laurel Hill, which is guarded only by General Anderson's regiments. You've been ordered to dispatch one of your corps immediately to support General Anderson and defend our left, then counterattack and push the Yankees away. Really? If I have to attack, I don't know if I want to fight this battle. I'm so sick and tired of having to attack. Just let me sit on the defensive. You can see here we'll get 6,000 soldiers given to us from General Kershaw's brigade. You can see here there's 3 artillery batteries, of which it looks like 11 Napoleons and some 22 Parrott rifles. We then have some, a little bit less than 6,000 infantry, equipped with very good weapons. CS Richmond's, is that CS Richmond's to the man? Certainly this entire brigade has CS Richmond rifles. We have one ordnance unit, which has 1842s. That doesn't matter, they're suppliers. And Anderson himself, and doesn't matter because he's a commanding officer. Okay, so we'll move our second corps in and we'll go ahead and fight. It's just a one-corps battle. It seems that the Federal attack has started. Their artillery is trying to soften up our trenches, and the infantry is expected to come in sight any moment. General Anderson's men are dug in strongly fortified positions, but they're heavily outnumbered. We cannot let the enemy break through those defensive lines. Okay. More troops from the center and the right flank are on their way, and soon will be under your command. Alright, so what are the objectives here anyway? So, first of all, we need to hold Harrison's Wood, and then hold Laurel Hill. We hold both of these, so we can win without attacking. Good. At least that's the way I'm reading this. Let's see here. Guess what we do, because we need to hold both these positions, is I don't think... Do we want to get the artillery up there? 20-pound parrots, 10-pound... Let's pull the 10-pound battery. 20-pound battery is going to go over here. We can get them across the river right away, just to start. So they'll be able to get in range real quick. They're going to go... Ooh, wow. Mygoot, you're going to go over here. More over here. Here, so we'll send 3 brigades to the left. And then we're going to send 2 brigades to the right. Send... Field 1861s are better, so we'll go with... Alright, so we're going to send 2 brigades to the southern front. We're going to send 3 brigades to the northern front. The northern front does seem better armed, better defended. Southern front does seem more exposed. Actually, let's send 3 brigades to the south. 2 brigades to the north, 3 brigades to the south. E.H. Butcher himself will go to the south, as well as the supplies. They've already got supplies with Anderson up here in the north, and they've already got some artillery. Quite a bit of artillery, actually. What are those guns? Can't see what those guns are. Alright, well, let's go ahead and start the battle. Let's go ahead and pause. What are the guns up here? Oh, right, they're going to be the... Okay. So we're going to move these guys over here. Mygoot will move into reserve, and so will Wright. We're not going to double-quick them or anything. I am going to pull some skirmishers here and just move them north, just to be safe, to try and help prevent them from flanking us by a little bit of time. Pickett, you're going to move here on the double into that fortification, and then the rest of you guys are going to form up in reserve. Here, Dragon, here. Southern flank seems to be the most vulnerable, so that's why I'm sending 6,000 troops there. One of them move at the double, the other 2... Actually, we're going to move them all at the double. Again, I think the southern line is the most vulnerable. I could be wrong, but these guys are in ridiculously good cover and in trenches, so hopefully we won't need too many troops there. Okay. So some skirmishers moved forward. We're engaging them, but they're, again, not much of a threat at the moment. Seem to be confused. They're not shooting, they're just kind of sitting there. I don't know what's up with that. Alright, these guys are in perfect defensive terrain. See any enemy troops yet? Pull some skirmishers from Pickett and move them into this house in the front. Pull some skirmishers from Moore and move them to the house in the flank or in the rear. We'll go ahead and double quick Moore now. You can see the enemy is stacking up pretty heavily. You've got almost 3,000 man brigades and Stone and Miles' brigade. Pickett's moving up the hill, but he's killing his fatigue level. Skirmishers get there early enough. Force these guys to form up. Miles is moving in. We're firing at these goddamn skirmishers. They're sitting in this line. I think the flank's going to be the risk here, so we'll move right over this way. We're going to move more down here. At least as skirmishers. His main unit's going to be kind of our one reserve. Yankee cavalry's been spotted as well. Not as worried about them. Alright, pickets now in the fortifications. You're meleeing. Alright, they're charging. We're gonna move right in here on the double. He can flank whoever attacks the 2nd South Carolina. The biggest risk is that they break the unit up here. Kinda was wondering about that flank over. Here's the thing, is Wright can come in on their flank. Again, they're gonna try and overwhelm. Wright can come in here on their flank and fire into it. Even as they melee, it looks like they're going to kind of keep attacking forward. In the south here. Trying to break picket. How's the north going? All right. Thank you for the follow, McPettin. Always welcome. Right. So in the south, we did push Miles back. Pickett managed to push Miles back. Which is just grand. Fisher's sitting out mostly in the open, receiving volleys from 3 or 4 brigades. So I can't imagine he'll be able to stand up to this very long. Now, Lyle could come in here and cause one of these brigades to shift its fire, but yep, there you go. Fisher's pulling back. Alright, so 2,600 men attacked 800 at the center of our works. Oh god. Why are they retreating through our lines? That's my biggest issue with this game. Like, they shouldn't be able to do that. Alright, canister into their flank. So the 5th South Carolina held. Ooh, those are some pretty canister shots there. Haskell's and Cabal's artillery helped drive Bartlett back, I think. Like, why are they retreating behind us? Now we've got to go send someone back there and chase them? Where am I? D.H. Butcher just chilling in the back. I didn't order him to go anywhere. Now it's kind of like, alright, well they're now in our rear, not because they actually beat us, just because they retreated that way. I found that happened a lot in Civil War Generals 2 as well, where you'd break a unit and they'd retreat kind of the wrong way. The one thing is that I never really noticed that happening in Ultimate General, or sorry, in Sid Meier's Gettysburg. That was something that the game seemed to handle well. More skirmishers kind of advanced forward, just kind of harassing Miles. Now we've got to detach a whole brigade here to chase around Ares. I think we have some reserves coming up here at some point. Hi, Goot, I want you in the center. More reinforcements are approaching. There you go. We'll detach one of those brigades there to do that. We'll send one to the center. We're going to send Otis and Reed to the flank, as well as the artillery that's coming in on the flank, because there's no artillery down there. Ares should be dead. He's caught between 2 brigades, one to his front, one to his rear. any sane commander would surrender. Okay, Revere's helping there. Oh, shit. 7th South Carolina's been pushed out of their works. My goot, quick, get in there. 7th, you form up on the flank there. There you go. Baxter's kind of racing between our lines. I don't really care about the Yankee cavalry being spotted. They're not doing anything of note. Alright, Aries Brigade's dying. Well, Brooke has engaged the 8th South Carolina in melee. Alright, he's being pushed back. I don't know if the South Carolina will hang in there or not. At the very least, we can move Revere into the position. Now, the nice thing is a lot of these units that are in the front line that are taking some of the heavier casualties are actually... I don't want you to pursue. Fall back. Fall back! Alright, there you go. But yeah, a lot of the reinforcements are coming up just at the right spot. And a lot of the units that are in the front line that are taking the heaviest casualties are not our core units. And so we don't have to worry about their casualties, because at the end of the day, we don't have to replace them. Alright, Otis, you come up here. Like, the 8th South Carolina's lost 200 men. Well, I don't care. I mean, I care in the sense that I want them to be able to continue holding the position. Alright, Aries is still dying. This brigade's inflicted 500 casualties without losing a single man. Fights are in the 2nd South Carolina, still hanging in there. The enemy's trying to... Warren's trying to flank us by taking that spot. We've got about an hour left that we've got to hold. So far, so good. But you never know. I mean, these things can turn quickly. J Street, I intend to continue the To End All Wars series. I'll be honest, there have been some positive life changes for some members of the group. Starting new jobs, moving, that kind of thing. That's kind of delayed us moving any further. But certainly we intend to continue the series as soon as we're able to. My most recent turn is in. It's just a matter of getting the turn back so that I can, you know, do something with it. Oh boy. More bad guys. Alright. How's this brigade not surrendered yet? Or at least routed? They'll only hang around for another minute or two for sure. Alright, go get more supplies. Groups in the south, I think, mostly have their supplies. Go up here a bit. There you go, that artillery's playing a role now. You can see here 60 casualties inflicted by these 10-pound parrots that just arrived. Oh boy, it's bloody. Where'd our skirmishers go? Over here on the flank. Stone is charging forward against the 15th South Carolina. He's going to get some canister fire from the flank from Race, unless he's already in a melee, because he's not reloading. Like, yeah, you need to shift your fire. PH Butcher, don't be a coward. Hang in there. Alright, 39 minutes. Center is in great shape. Those Federals have routed. 900 casualties for Doles. Didn't lose a man. Alright, you're going to shift south as well at the double. Reed, I want you in this fight. Matter of where. I think I need you more toward the south, so go there. More, I think, is just shifting so he can shoot. Alright, Carroll's being driven back. A lot of Yankees. Hancock is over here, their corps commander. Hancock's the best. They don't make him any better. Those skirmishers have inflicted 500 casualties without loss. Very impressive, good sirs. More reinforcements are approaching. Very good, very good. You guys are all going to go here. All of you. Very last one of you. That's where the threat is. We'll even get there in time, unless there's a second phase to this fight. I suppose there could be, because we're holding both the objectives, but we haven't taken the Alsop Field, which is another objective, which I'm not sure where that comes from, but... Oh, wait. 8th South Carolina, or 7th South Carolina's pulling back. Or maybe not? I don't know, it's hard to tell. It doesn't look like we have any spots that are open. No holes in our line, if you will. Oh, come on. Are they blocked? Yeah, it says they are. 4th South Carolina, 1,600 casualties, lost 500 men. Otis is blocked too. Nice little volley from some artillery, though. Oh, they did press down here. One brigade just came in and charged and failed. Right. I'm gonna have you fall back. I don't want you taking those casualties to no real purpose. I don't think they have enough time to turn our line, even if they do take the northern objective. Again, depending on what happens here, because I don't know where Alsop Field is. I'm assuming it's going to tell us to counterattack soon, which I have no intention to do. I don't need to. According to this, victory is already ours. We need to hold Laurel Hill, we need to hold Harrison's Wood, or take Alsop Field. So we've done the Harrison's Hill so far. Got a whole bunch of reinforcements coming in to make that reality stay. Let's send these guys a little bit south. Make sure Pickett's ammo's topped off. Just destroyed that brigade. Custer's cavalry, it looks like. Some skirmishers pushed off. Let's move these guys at the double. Bring Vaughn in here. Move Vaughn and Lewis in at the double here. Looks like the enemy's stacking up on our flank there. 3rd South Carolina's inflicted 1,000 casualties, losing only 100 men of their own. Attack if practical. General, our men are struggling bravely to hold the Federals' attack on the left flank, but this is not enough. The Federals have far more resources and will keep attacking. We have to counterattack the Federal entrenched line. Why? Why would I do that? And capture Union HQ at Alsop Field. If we succeed, then the Yankees will be forced to withdraw their entire army from Spotsylvania. But I don't need to do that to win. So why would I do that? At least one must be fulfilled. Fulfilled. Yeah, screw you, General. I'll gladly just keep fighting for another 3 hours, rather than, you know, attacking. Alabama Brigade can shift north, maybe over here. My wagon is empty. Damn. Well, you guys go up here. That's our final reserve. General, we're outnumbered. We should attack. Wait, what, sir? Do it. Why? Because... Okay. No, I'm not going to attack. That would be so stupid. Especially given that this line in the south is in really good, terrain. Like, I don't know why anyone would do that. I've got infantry stacked upon infantry. Yeah, the enemy's got a bunch too. Whoa, Otis, where are you going? Where are you going? Fall back. Get out of there. I don't want you advancing into the open. Bowles, you should get in some better cover too. Maybe if you saddle left a little bit. Major General George Pickett is wounded, sir. Yeah, fall back. I don't want you there. Alright, they'll probably overwhelm the 8th South Carolina here, presumably. This brigade is melting away. D.H. Butcher's command bonus could be used in the north. Butcher battery. Bring your Napoleons up closer, sir. Alright, Lyle's being pushed back. We're gonna have to move one of our other brigades into the 8th position here momentarily. But I'll let them buy me as much time as they can. We'll probably move Walker in. He's got Harper's Ferries. The alternative is Otis, Enfield, Springfields. The best option would actually be Revere. He's already taken some casualties. Alright, Greg, you saddle on over there. Get to the double. Help against Smith. The thing that's really helping on this left is even though we don't have a ton of infantry there, we've got 3 batteries of artillery all within canister range. So anytime an enemy infantry brigade comes up, they're getting canister to the flank. Just what you saw there, which drove him off relatively easily, it seemed. And the enemy's kind of attacking it piecemeal up there. Move this brigade into the woods up here. Let's move right over there. Main risk on the northern objective is our supply wagon ran out because Kershaw's brigade's supply wagon didn't have the same assortment that our core supply wagon did, which is fine. Pickett's taken some casualties there. He's inflicting quite a strong punishment on the enemy. You can see here he's lost about 200 and almost 300 men. Plus one of those, I think he might have had, no, he didn't have the skirmishers. Someone else had skirmishers over here. All right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and jump in here and end this video. We are about 30 minutes into this video, just a little bit less, and we have held the Yankees off to this point. We're being prompted to counterattack, but I see no reason to even consider that. I'm going to keep my troops in these very strong positions and continue to butcher these federal troops as they come up and try and attack us while they're in the open. That is the plan. I may launch a flanking attack on my far right. The enemy's flank is a little bit exposed there, so it might be something worth considering. I've got all my reinforcements up, so this battle is kind of entering its final phase, its final 2 hours and 40 minutes. We're bleeding heavily, but I think I'm bleeding the enemy much worse. And with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and step out here and join you next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and I'm out.